another video. Today's video will be a story time, and today's story time will be the time that I had something going on with my married manager. Before I get into that, if you are not yet subscribed to me, then what are you doing? Go ahead and press that subscribe button down below, because why not? And then while you're at it, press that bell so you know when I post new videos. Also, if you're not on my social media yet, then why not? I'm gonna go ahead and have those floating around right over here. Go ahead and check me out on those as well. Alright, so jumping into the video. So before we get into the story, I'm going to start by telling you the three main characters. Jerry is around my father's age, but a few older, I believe. A little older, I believe. He starts off as my boss and then turns into my coworker. Kayla is his wife, and Alex was a coworker slash friend, and she is a year older than me. And I've done this video 30, and I can't figure out how not to put it into 2 different parts and how to not have the first part be 19 minutes. So we're gonna try this time to hopefully get it down by a lot. So we're gonna start off by just saying that me, Jerry, and Alex were all really cool. Me and Alex were already really cool, and then me, Jerry, and Alex got really cool because me and Alex are pretty mature for our age, and not only that, but like Jerry just makes work fun. Like everybody at our job was cool with Jerry. Like we were all really close with Jerry. I think me and Alex were a little bit more close with Jerry than the other crew members, but I mean I really didn't see anything wrong with that. I think just some people you get closer to than others. And that's just that, whatever. So me and Jerry had got close to the point where he quickly became someone that I went to for advice, whether it was like my job, they wanted me to become a shift lead manager, and I never wanted to be in the food industry regardless, so I really didn't care to be I didn't really care to be a shift lead manager. However, the money was pretty decent, and my bosses had wanted me to be a shift lead manager since my very first GM, since before Jerry had ever even transferred into my store, because he had transferred there before. Yeah, I was already working there and he transferred there later. So whether it was about stuff like that or whether it was like relationship stuff, like Jerry just became someone that I went to for advice a lot. I wouldn't say at all that Jerry was a father figure for me, but he was definitely like a brother figure for me, and he wasn't the only one there. There are 3 other guys who, one of them still lives there, 2 of them are not there anymore, but I also looked at Joanne, Lorenzo, and Vaughn as like brother figures to me as well, and I still do now. So I'm just throwing that out there because I honestly don't see anything wrong with me and Jerry's relationship. I think I had the same relationship with Jerry, just like I did Vaughn, Lorenzo, and Joanne. So, fast forwarding, I'm going to leave a little bit of background about Kayla and Alex, just so you guys can understand my situation with Kayla a little bit better. So Kayla accused Alex of having something going on with Jerry, and it got to the point where Kayla actually tased Alex. She came up to 5 guys and tased her. She hit Alex's friend with a car. She showed proof that she knew, that she knows what area Alex stays in, and Alex had to actually get a restraining order against Kayla. I am not around 24/7, so I cannot say that nothing ever happened between Alex and Jerry. Not only am I not around 24/7, but I've heard so many different things from so many different people that at this point you don't know what's going on with who. However, I honestly do not think that anything ever happened with them. So that's my point on that. Enough of Alex. So many things happen with me and Kayla, but because I don't want this video to be so long, I'm going to just try to get to 2 major points. So the video probably gonna be 2 parts, but they won't be as long. So once I started to transition from being a crew member to a shift leading manager, Jerry was the one that was kind of training me, only because me and Jerry had pretty much the same shifts. So he was the one that I worked with. He was the one that I worked with for the most part. Not only that, but Jerry wasn't really training me. I had to go through my own training with my GM and with my DM, and I had to pass 3 different tests in order to actually become a shift leading manager. So at this point, I was already a manager, but there were certain things that like only the managers knew. So I needed certain training after I actually became a manager. So certain stuff as far as doing paperwork, or if I'm opening by myself, how to prep for the day, certain stuff like that that only the managers knew. So I didn't learn that until after the fact. So one day Jerry was training me on doing paperwork, and he wasn't really training me. However, it's my first time doing it on my own. So he still had to like be there with me and make sure I was doing it right. So me and Jerry were the only ones in the store because the store was already cleaned, and we can't just keep the crew members there because I gotta do paperwork. So everyone had left besides me and Jerry. So I guess Kayla had realized that we were the only 2 in the store, and she starts blowing his phone up, basically asking like why he was the one that had to train me, what's taking so long, and why she couldn't see us. First off, like I said, me and Jerry had pretty much the same shifts, which is why he's the one training me. Secondly, it's taking so long because you keep calling. He can't train me if he's on the phone with you. Third, you can't see us because we can't count money out in the open. Hence, we're in the back of the house. So, I believe it was that same night, my ride was pulling up, but they weren't quite there yet. But I went outside to wait for my ride because they were pulling up, and like I said, I was just starting my whole, shift lead manager. So I hadn't yet learned all the codes and stuff yet. So I just let Jerry close the store up, and I went outside to wait for my ride. So my ride was literally a minute away. I was getting a lift, so I knew exactly where they were. I went outside, and Jerry and I went 2 separate ways. There's definitely a way to exit the parking lot to where Kayla did not have to pass me at all. However, for some reason, this random day, she decides to come my direction. She comes my direction, she passes me, and she stops the car, pulls up on me, and basically just says like, oh, stay up my man face, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, are you done? Are you done? Have a good day. Are you done? Have a good day. So during this time, I had called Alex and my godmom. I don't remember who I called first. I think my godmom first, and I had told them both what happened. So my godmom knew what happened. Like I said, Alex had already been through all of this, so now she's just like, bro, like now you're going through it, all of this. So fast forward, Jerry knows my auntie and my godmom because ever since that night had happened, my godmom would start to pick me up random nights of the week. So she had been there several times. Jerry knew who she was, and my auntie does DoorDash, and she came to pick up orders quite often. So Jerry knew who my auntie was as well. One day my auntie came to pick up an order, a regular day, and whenever she came, she never like told me like, oh, I'm at your job. So one day I came out, I was in the back of the house, I came up to the front, and she was like, oh, hey, and I'm like, oh, hey, and then she's like, your godmom's in the car. So I went to the car with my auntie, and we were all sitting there talking, and my auntie had known about the situation, so I had confirmed, like, that was her. So a few minutes later, my godmom said that she had to use the bathroom. So me and my godmom went to the bathroom. Call it weird, I don't care, my entire family does it, we always go to the bathroom together, whatever. So we all went to the bathroom, and then, we had left. When we came back outside, my auntie was pulling back into the parking lot, or into her parking space. So I was like, asking my auntie like, where'd you come from? Like, where'd you just go? And my auntie basically told me, my godmom, that she went and said something to Kayla. So I'm like mad confused because my auntie had known about the situation, but my auntie wasn't as involved as my godmom. However, my entire family is crazy, and when it comes to like their babies, they don't play. So I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised because I didn't know my auntie knew as much as she knew. My godmom had told all my aunties everything, more than I had told them. So basically, my auntie just told Kayla like, if you say something to my niece again, we gonna have some issues. So once I got back in the store, like I said, my auntie was picking up a DoorDash order. So my auntie was way late at this point. So when I got back in the store, Jerry basically just asked me like, what happened? So I guess Kayla had been calling Jerry, and she basically told Jerry that I cost somebody up there on her. So like I said, Jerry knew my godmom and my auntie at this point. So I told him what happened, and he put some two together, and he understood everything as it was going down the line. And so he basically told her like, she didn't call nobody up here on you, that lady was picking up an order, blah blah blah. Later that night, I guess Kayla was still mad. She didn't believe it. She wasn't going for it. And she pulls up to the doors. At this point, we're already closed and we're already locked up. She pulls up to the doors and starts banging on the doors. And she's yelling at me. And I'm watching her. And she's yelling, I got something for you. Come outside. I got something for you. Da, da, da. I call my godmom, call Alex, tell them all the whole story. I keep calling Alex because Alex had already been through this. And me and Alex were close. That's why I keep calling Alex. So, a few days later, all I remember is I was in the back of the house. I think I was cleaning. I was in the back of the house, and Jerry comes back there, and he's like, did you call your godmom? And I'm like, what? And he's like, did you call your godmom? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're outside. So I go outside, and I don't see anybody. When I come back in, my coworker, she's like, sorry, one of the crew members, she's like, they just pulled off. I'm like, who pulled off? Because I didn't see Kayla or my family. And she's like, Kayla sped off towards Walmart and your aunties followed. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I promise, I knew nothing of them being up there. So I called my godmom and I asked her, like, are you here, whatever, what's going on? And she's like, well, I'm not there, but your aunties are. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I'm calling my aunties, like, what's going on? Where are you? I'm texting them, everything. Whole time, I guess my aunties were there, and my grandma wasn't there, but I think she was in the area or she was close by or whatever. She's an actual officer. And then my cousin wasn't there, but I think they had, like, told my cousin and his two best friends. They told both my cousins and then my guy cousin's two best friends as well. So, like, everybody knew what was going on. Everybody was ready for something to go down, except for me. I was so lost. I didn't know what was going on. And I think that night my godmom was supposed to be picking me up. And if I remember correctly, when Jerry had to ask, like, if I had called him up here, I think I said, like, you have to pick me up tonight. And then he said, like, it's, like, 3 cars outside. And that's why I started calling people, whatever. So, fast forward, the cops came. They basically made me, like, tell them what had been going on for the past however long. And they weren't surprised at all. This was, like, their 5th time being up there. Because, like I said, there were so many incidents with Kayla and Alex that they had already known about Kayla and her issues. So, after that had happened, nothing was really going on. Everything had, like, died down. Kayla wasn't coming back up there for a while. That was pretty much it until after I quit my job at Five Guys. So if you want to hear about what happened after I quit, then go ahead and stay tuned for part 2. It should be up probably around the same time as this video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.